Ron Peter OG here with some prize picks for today. Today's date is 5/4/2022. If you hadn't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Gave you two picks yesterday. Brook Lopez, I had him over 20 fantasy points. He went under last night. He had like 17. He had two early blocks early. It was looking good. He got 6 fantasy points right off of block shots into like the first quarter. But he barely shot the ball last night and didn't do anything at all. If you don't get points, blocks, and maybe the occasional steal from Lopez, you're not going to get much from him. He doesn't do assist. So he went under. And we had Klay Thompson under 3.5 3-pointers made. He actually went under, which is great. We hit on that one. He had 2, but he had some very good looks at the end of the first quarter. I mean, the end of the first half. I don't know about the second half of the game. I fell asleep on that. I didn't see the second half of that game. And also over in the Patreon group, I gave some MLB picks out. One of the pitchers didn't pitch, and one did. Carlos Rodon pitched, had him under 7.5 strikeouts against the Dodgers. He went under. So overall, the props that I suggested came out pretty good. Hope you put them together with some other guys that you liked and won some money. So we'll be right back with today's picks. What's up, everybody? We're back with today's picks. Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and do those things. Really helps me out being able to produce this content. First player I'm looking at tonight is going to be from the NBA fantasy score section. It's going to be DeAndre Ayton. His prop for the night is 36. You can see he's went over 36 in 3 of his last 5. His last game, he played 33 minutes, had 25 points, 8 rebounds, 0 assists, 1 free throw. He had 20 field goal attempts. Mostly everything's on par except that 20 field goal attempts. He usually averaged about 12 field goal attempts a game. Went back and looked. If he has 20 field goal attempts, this game he had 37 fantasy points. In the prior game where he had 20 field goal attempts, he had almost 60 fantasy points. I'd say it comes back to normal tonight where he gets around his 12 field goal attempts. What they did against Dallas, they took advantage of his size inside against the Dwight Powell and Kleber. I still think Dallas is going to try to do something to combat against that. I do not think he will have 20 field goal attempts. Ayton is only going to give you points and rebounds. He had 8 rebounds last game. He's being pulled away from the goal a little bit by Kleber because Kleber plays out there and shoots threes. So I still see him anywhere between 6 to 10, maybe a little bit more than 10. But I see his points coming down. He doesn't give you assists. He goes to the free throw line about 1 time a game. He doesn't get fouled. I just like him under 36. I think he would be in the 30s, but I think he would just be under 36 fantasy points. So I like DeAndre Ayton to go under 36 for tonight. Second player I'm looking at is coming from the steals section. And looking at Jalen Brunson. He's had at least 1 steal in 3 out of his last 5 games. Phoenix is a little loose with the ball, and I think he gets a steal. Brunson did not play his best game last game. Thinks he's going to be more aggressive on offense, more aggressive on defense, and I think he can get us a steal. Rated out of pick A, B, and C. I think this is a C pick because you got to have everything to go right for him to get the steal. But I like Brunson over the 0.5 prop for steals. Third player I'm looking at is going to be from the fantasy score section again, and it's going to be Jay Crowder for Phoenix. His prop for the night is 21. He's went over 4 out of his last 5, over 21. Just think 21 is a little bit low for him. Great player, great shooter when he's open, and he's a role player who steps it up when he has to step it up. And I do not think he had a great game against Dallas. I mean, I think he could have played a lot better. And I think we see that tonight. I think we see him play a lot better. I think he goes over the prop of 21 for tonight. So those are three player props that I like tonight, and the way I'm leaning on the prop. So, hey, if this video helps you, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, get in them comments, let's converse about this stuff. You know, hey, I like producing this content, so please support the channel by liking and subscribing. That's all I have for today. Until the next video, peace. Ron P, the OG.